Hi all, welcome back to another session on web methods. So in this session, I would like to talk about how to avoid hard coding of the data and make it accessible from either the config files or from the global variables or from outbound store. So I'll show you how to do this. The reason why we have to avoid is, so let's say you wanted to mm, send an emails to some people. Yeah. So what you generally do is in the pub client SMTP service, you hard code the value of the details to ID, from ID, mail host details, and all those things. And let's say you are reusing that same in some other service or in all the services. Basically, you need to hard code those details everywhere. And tomorrow, let's say if the person has left the organization and the emails are going to him or to the support team or some migration happened and those things are not there. So now the organization brings in a new email address. Now what are you going to do? Are you going to hard code in every other API which you have used? No, you shouldn't do that, and that's the not good practice. So how do we do that? So let's see. So we have a concept called global variables. As the name suggests, global. So it means that it is accessible by each and every flow in the each and every API that will be created inside the integration server. So if I go to global variables here, so let me delete these things. Okay. And how do we go it? We go to administration, settings, and global variables. Click on add global variables. They'll say email, save changes, and password and password. Yeah, I'll save it. So I've created two things here. One is email and password. So I can use this in any of my services. So I'll create a dummy one here. So let's say I'll create something called BP1. So I'll just add a map step here and here add some variables. Let's say as email ID. Other is the password. Yeah. So now here what I'll be doing is I'll just add email. That's the one which we created. And you need to check this, right? In the password details. Add this, keep it as password. Here, although it comes a little bit of hard coding and all, but the thing is we are referencing a global variable in this. So what happens is during runtime, the value gets checked from the integration server and it replaces the hard codings here. And let me run this now. So if I now run this, see the values are substituted at runtime. Now let's imagine just kept here SMTP service and tomorrow I'm leaving the organization. So now they need to go to each and every place where it is referenced and hard coded. But in order to avoid that, if they just go to the global variables, they can just go and change the values here to some other thing. Let's say some other new guy joined. Yeah, some guy joined, no? Some Ganesh. Yeah, some other password and click save. See, I didn't change any code here, but I only changed the global variables. Now if I run, my values will be replaced with the other values. So this is one of the best way to do it. Do the variable substitution using global variables. Let's see one more other way. So one more other way is work. We'll use this security thing, and so you create this, you get a secure string, and once you get the secure string, you'll do I'll use this, and so we'll use these three services. One is for setting the values. I'll just keep it as value pairs. So I'll map the value here, which will create a secure string, and set password takes the password as an object. So I'll map this secure string here. I'll keep the key there. The secure string will hold the secret which we are sending there. And once it is set, I don't want the secure string anymore. I'll delete it. So let's also parallelly drop these variables. If you wanted to keep the result and all, let it be still there. And once the value is mapped on the top, I don't need this value anymore. So I'll come here, and I don't need this password. Only secure string is needed. Here once the secure string is mapped, I don't need this details. So now what I'll do here is I'll set the value first. Say email. Yeah, click on OK. Sorry, seems the key it's already existing. So let me keep it as email one. See, now the details are saved to that key value is saved there. Now even I can do a get password to get the details. Just run this and type the email one. That will give you the details. So this is how you can do it in one other way. And the third way is this is what generally people mostly do, which is by creating a config file. So I've created some config file here. See, I just did a JSON string in this. So I created a JSON which is with email details, and this is the password, and this gets saved inside this folder, config folder. So what I'll do is I'll write a service get file of this whole location. You can even make this as a generic service also that we can cover in some other video. Yeah. Once you get the file, I wanted to convert that string. Once I get the stream, I want to convert that to document. I know that's a JSON string, which is in pub.json. You can use this service instead of, well, I'll show you two other ways here. Well, let me map the JSON string here. Let's drop the unwanted variables also. So now if I run it, see, this is another third way to get the values from a config file. So what I was again saying is this one, instead of converting stream to string, this. We have JSON stream to document also. See, this is how you do it in different ways of avoiding the hard coding. And these are the best practices for avoiding the hard coding and retrieving those in your values at runtime during an API call, whether it be sending the emails, or let's say if you are using some HTTP calls and you don't want to hard code the URLs, you can use this method. Either store it in outbound store or in the outbound passwords or in the global variables or in config files. So another way is to get the home directory and get the service name that is getting called from that and create config file and call it at runtimes. Yeah, that you can take it as an exercise and do it. Thank you.